Naruto is far from weak without Kurama. He still has immense chakra reserves since he's an Uzumaki. He can also still use 6-Path Sage Mode, Toad Sage Mode, the Rasengan, Shuriken. Even without Kyuubi's chakra, Naruto's base stats are through the roof. Being an Uzumaki and the reincarnation of Asura, Naruto has inherited the Uzumaki clan's strong life force and has immense chakra reserves. In Naruto, Chapter 315, Kakashi himself stated that Naruto had 4 times more chakra than he did. Naruto has also mastered all 5 chakra natures since the war. Naruto continued to train following the war up until he became the Hokage. We can assume he has also gotten even more efficient with using his chakra. As for Taijutsu, despite arguments that Naruto may have gone rusty from being swamped by his duties as Hokage, Naruto was still able to keep up with the likes of Isshiki Otsutsuki. Admittedly, as Kurama pointed out in his final moments, Naruto won't have the same limitless chakra pool or superhuman healing and strength as he did before. Naruto might take some time to adapt to this jarring handicap, but I don't think we can count him out of the running just yet. Chakra. Naruto has a large reserve of chakra due to him being an Uzumaki and the reincarnation of Ashura Otsutsuki. His reserves are 4 times greater than Kakashi's and is described as bright and warm by Karen. Body modifications. After losing his right arm during his final battle with Sasuke, he was given an artificial prosthesis that was made out of the cells of Hashirama Senju created by Tsunade. It's unknown what powers that the arm grants Naruto. He is able to only use his chakra to use the prosthetic arm. After Mamoshiki's defeat, Naruto took inspiration from his chakra absorption technique and had Katasuke Tono and the scientific ninja weapons team modified the arm further with mechanical features. Able to use a scientific prosthetic arm that is able to absorb chakra-based ninjutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto fancies the Shadow Clone Jutsu the most of any other jutsu. This technique allows him to create many copies of himself that disappear in a cloud of smoke upon being struck. The copies are able to strike enemies, and work together with fighting combos. Naruto would also use shadow clones while training when he was learning the wind release technique. Summoning technique. In order to encourage improved control over Kurama's chakra, Jiraiya teaches Naruto to perform the summoning technique. By offering a certain amount of chakra, Naruto can summon the toads of Mount Myaboku as allies that fight beside him. He is initially restricted to tadpoles due to his poor chakra control, but as his control improves, he can summon small toads such as then young Gamakichi or Gamatatsu. During Part 1 he must rely on Kurama's chakra to summon toads of Gamabunta's size, but by Part 2, Kurama's help is merely optional. Rasengan. Once Naruto gets the hang summoning, Jiraiya teaches him the Rasengan. His reasons for teaching it to Naruto are various. The training involved in learning the Rasengan improves his chakra control. It is in many ways the counterpart to Sasuke's Chidori. It was invented by Naruto's father. Because of the very intricate chakra control the Rasengan requires, Naruto struggles to master it, and is not helped by the time limit he imposes on himself during his training. Although the Rasengan is intended as a one-handed technique, Naruto learns to use it with more than one hand, specifically a shadow clones. He provides the chakra that will make the Rasengan while the clone forms it into shape. Nature transformation. As a possible alternative to Kurama's chakra, Kakashi teaches Naruto how to take advantage of his natural elemental affinity, wind. The wind nature complements Naruto, as the wind nature is a great match for short-range fighters. Because the Rasengan was originally intended to be combined with the user's nature transformation, Naruto sets out to combine his wind affinity with the Rasengan. He struggles with it, finding it as near impossible as his father did before him, but once again finds a solution with shadow clones. While he provides the chakra and a clone provides the shape, as is done with normal Rasengan, a second clone infuses it with their nature. This results in the creation of the Rasen Shuriken. On contact with a target, the Rasen Shuriken explodes into a torrent of wind that cuts them at a cellular level. At first, Naruto uses it like a blunt object that he forces into opponents, causing him to receive the same level of damage as they do. After learning Sage Mode, he becomes able to throw it, preventing harm to himself and at the same time increasing its speed and cutting power. In Ninetales Chakra mode he can further augment its size, making a miniature version, a gigantic version, or even twin Raisin Shuriken, all without the help of shadow clones. Senjutsu. After Jiraiya is killed by Pain, Naruto is taught Senjutsu by Fukasaku, a former teacher of Jiraiya, to prepare him for the day when Pain comes after him. During his training he proves to have a greater aptitude for Senjutsu than Jiraiya, helped in no small part by his necessarily high chakra levels. He progresses through the learning steps rapidly, becoming able to sense and then gather the natural energy around him and perfectly balance it with his own chakra. However, doing this requires absolute calm, which can't be achieved or maintained in the middle of combat. For this reason, Fukasaku and his wife would theoretically fuse with him, gathering the natural energy for him to use. During all attempts at fusion, Kurama rejected Fukasaku, a threat to its power, leaving Naruto with no way to enter Sage mode. Naruto found a way to use shadow clones as a workaround. While he fights, the clones gather natural energy for him and then, when he is in need, he has them disperse, transferring their natural energy to him. Although this lets him enter a perfect Sage mode that Jiraiya was never able to, this method limits the maximum number of shadow clones that he can create to 5 for as long as the clones are gathering natural energy, as anything more would interfere with their focus. To make sure he has enough shadow clones for use in battle, Naruto has only 2 shadow clones gather Senjutsu chakra, allowing him to enter Sage mode a total of 3 times. Fox Toad mode. Once in Sage mode, Naruto's speed, strength, durability, and proficiency with the Rasengan and its variants increases. He can utilize the Frog Kata, a form of taijutsu that uses the natural energy around the user to enhance the range and the potency of their attacks and sensory abilities, effective even at long ranges. His sensing abilities also let him predict the movements of his enemies for easy retaliation. Following his befriending of Kurama, he can even combine Sage mode with Tailed Beast mode, which has the added bonus of letting him gather natural energy faster. Kitsune Demon. Kurama, who lives inside Naruto, is dedicated to keeping Naruto alive, as Naruto's demise would mean his as well. Naruto receives great healing powers from the demon, with cuts and scratches disappearing very quickly. When Naruto becomes very angry, the Fox Demon partially takes over his mind, and releases the power of the red chakra. Ninetales Chakra mode. Ninetales Chakra mode is a heightened transformation unique to those with Kurama's chakra sealed into them. Naruto Uzumaki, as Kurama's Jinchuriki, is able to enter the form using the beast's yang chakra. While this mode is active, Naruto gains a chakra shroud with 6 magatama around his neck and 2 distinctive pieces of hair like horns resembling the Sage of the Six Paths silhouette, along with a swirl design that resembles the Uzumaki clan symbol. Naruto's chakra shroud is also covered by various other black lines and spiral patterns, which expand further along his body in certain situations. At times, Naruto's shroud gains the additional seals that appear on his hands while in Tailed Beast mode. The color of his eyes changes from blue to orange when he is in this form, and while the Demon Fox shroud is red and releases chakra as acidic bubbles, this form's shroud is yellow and releases chakra as flickering flames. While in this form, Naruto's chakra signature and smell are different, as noted by Neji and Kiba. When used by Minato, this mode holds resemblance to something in between both of Naruto's 2 shrouds. While predominantly looking like Naruto's Ninetales Chakra mode, Minato's shroud has additional seals on his hands and feet, as well an additional magatama design that appears on his collar, causing it to resemble Naruto's shroud in Tailed Beast mode. When Minato first entered this mode, the bangs at the sides of his face went upwards as well. As with all Jinchuriki transformations, the Ninetales Chakra mode gives the user increased strength, speed, and defenses. The Ninetales Chakra mode's increases are noticeably superior. Naruto becomes strong enough to push a fully formed Tailed Beast ball through a multiple layered barrier with just one arm, neutralize White Zetsu with a single kick despite their durability, and, in collaboration with B in his full 8 Tails form, he could also knock down Tobi's demonic statue of the Outer Path with an uppercut. Naruto's speed is so great in this form that Killer Bee even had trouble determining if he had used the body flicker technique when attacking Kisame, he could even surpass the speed of a fully charged A, as well as blitz the extremely fast third Raikage before the shinobi had any chance to react. Naruto's durability is also very high in this form, so high in fact, that he was able to endure extreme heat with only minor burns. He could even withstand the Tenpenki technique in this form, and while the shroud was completely destroyed after this, he only suffered minor physical wounds. Naruto is able to use chakra arms while in Ninetales chakra mode. Like other Jinchuriki, he can use the arms to improve his dexterity and maneuverability, granting him increased means of interacting with his environment and his opponents. More unique to Naruto, he uses the arms as substitutes for shadow clones in his creation of various Rasengan variants. Instead of needing a shadow clone to help him with shape transformation, he can do both with just one hand, either his own or the hands of his chakra arms. He still needs more than one hand for the nature transformation of the Rasenshuriken, but this also is accomplished without shadow clones. Once the Rasengan variants are formed, Naruto can then use the chakra arms to deliver them across long distances or, in the case of Rasenshuriken, guide them to their target. Initially, Naruto tried to create a technique related to the Tailed Beast Ball, the Tailed Beast Rasengan. However, he later develops a more effective version of this technique, the Super Mini Tailed Beast Ball, which is basically a miniature Tailed Beast Ball that he's able to control with the help of a shadow clone. Like his predecessor, Mahito Uzumaki, Naruto gains Kurama's ability to sense negative emotions, something that not even the best sensor-type ninja can do. In addition, he is capable of sensing Kurama's chakra signature, even while he was inside a chakra isolation chamber within the Falls of Truth, as well as the ability to sense other chakra signatures from great distances. Due to having Kurama's yang chakra in this form, would release techniques will react to the chakra's life-giving properties and mature into full-grown trees within a matter of seconds, either by contact or close range. Tailed Beast Mode. All Jinchuriki can enter Tailed Beast Mode, which grants them all the strength and abilities of their corresponding Tailed Beast. However, where other Jinchuriki become full-scale replicas of their Tailed Beast, Naruto and Minato enter a form very visually similar to the Ninetales chakra mode.